Sexual assault is a significant social, criminal justice, and healthcare issue in Utah. According to the FBI, rape is the only violent crime in Utah that occurs at a higher rate than the national average. Utah is ranked 9th out of the 50 U.S. states for number of rapes per capita. Only 12% of individuals who have experienced rape or sexual assault in Utah reported the crime to law enforcement. Things need to change.
I think this issue should be important to everyone. The reason it's important to me is quite personal and kind of written in my heart. So I always just ever wanted to be a wife and a mom. I never thought about a career or anything like that, but God had different plans for me. And in 2008, I enrolled in graduate school. And in 2009, a year into my cohort program, I found myself the victim of sexual assault, of rape by a coworker, someone I had worked with. And it just, as it does, turned my whole world upside down. Probably about a year after my trial, when I felt like I was in a good place, because it takes time. It took me probably about 3 years before I felt like I was in a place where I could help. And I started getting involved in the community to help in these issues. I have 3 little children, 2 who are living and I get to see and spend time with every day. And now I'm involved in this work to try to make the future better for them. I want to be able to look at them and say, Mommy did everything she could to make the world safer and better for you. One thing that I have tried to do is educate myself and educate those around me on the fact that resources exist, because when someone is sexually assaulted, the number one thing we can do is get them connected, get them plugged into the people who can help. Because I've seen so many instances in my years of doing this work where people don't do that. And boy, if ever there's anything that's gonna kind of derail someone's life super quickly, it's sexual assault, sexual violence. There is an element of not talking about important topics like this, whether it be just general sex education, those sorts of things, or sexual assault specific, or violence. I think it's hard to accept that these really hard things happen in our world. It's easier to think that they don't, but they're happening at such frequency, especially in the state of Utah, that we need to be paying attention. If anything, we need to be the state that leads out in saying, we're not okay with these things. I recognize through my work in that field that there's still a lot and a long ways we have to go to really impacting these issues and making it so we're not just responding, but we're preventing sexual assault.
A Bolder Way Forward for Utah is a 7-year initiative designed to help more Utah women, girls, and families thrive. And an important area of focus is to significantly reduce sexual violence in our state. Women like Tiffany have endured the trauma of sexual assault, something that occurs right here in Utah. We encourage you to educate yourself and others about the importance of believing and supporting sexual assault survivors. StartByBelieving.org is a statewide campaign that will help you learn more about this issue and then know what to do to make a difference. Remember that all types of organizations can be part of A Bolder Way Forward, so let them know. Join us today to help Utah girls and women feel safe.